A house in the middle of the city. Hidden inside. In rarely accessed places. Are tiny, intricate structures. With daylight, the culprit is revealed. It is a paper wasp. The structures were abandoned nests. Here is an active nest. As the sun gets brighter, the wasps leave to forage. Soon, the nest is under direct sunlight. It starts to get unbearably hot. The wasps start beating their wings rapidly to cool down the eggs and larvae. With the nest back in shade, the wasps stop flapping their wings. These wasps are one of the smallest among paper wasps. Females with distinctive crescent-shaped facial marks are only 6 to 7 millimeters in length. Males are even smaller, measuring 5 to 6 millimeters. Wasps are a large genre of insects, which are largely unnoticed. Until they nest inside our houses. Paper wasps, so named because of the paper-like material of their nests, are the main culprits. Back at the nest, one of the larvae, named Itsy, is constructing a cocoon. She will encase herself with the silk produced from glands near her mouth and change into an adult wasp in about 2 weeks. Her sister, Bitsy, is also constructing a cocoon in a nearby cell. By the time Itsy is ready to emerge as an adult wasp, other adults cut small holes in the cocoon to help her. They also provide her with much needed nourishment. Soon, Bitsy also emerges from her cocoon. The newly emerged wasps are lighter in color and have black eyes. They won't leave the nest for about a week and will be fed by other adults. Within the nest, there can be multiple dominant females.
While these females stay at the nest, the subordinate ones like Itsy and Bitsy head out to forage. Plant fibers for building the nest are collected from such unlikely places as bits of paper stuck on a wall, and coconut coir wires. Insects, like caterpillars, are hunted to feed the larvae.
At the nest, the building material and food are distributed. And multiple wasps take turns in maintaining the nest. And feeding the larvae. Unlike bees and other paper wasps, all the females of this species can lay eggs. Hence, the dominant females continuously bully the others. Especially the newly emerged sisters. trying to discourage them from laying eggs. But this doesn't always work. Here, a dominant female is laying an egg. After a few days, Bitsy lays an egg in the same cell, just below the other egg. Will this subterfuge work? Itsy tries her luck by laying an egg on the outside of the nest. Gradually, by the time the egg is ready to hatch, she will construct a cell around it. Meanwhile, the bullying keeps escalating. Males, which usually just hang around the nest, are generally left alone. Here, some of the males are blowing water bubbles from their mouth. The evaporating water is thought to help cool down their body. In around 2 weeks, the first egg hatches and a tiny larva emerges. Bitsy's egg has not hatched yet. As days go by, the larva starts getting bigger. One day, one of the dominant females discovers the second egg and immediately removes it. There is nothing Bitsy can do about it. Should she leave the safety of the nest and venture out on her own to create her own nest? Multiple abandoned nests stand in mute testimony to the dangers involved of such an enterprise. However, in a strange turn of events, this graveyard of nests becomes the site for new life. A thread-waisted wasp is laying its eggs in an abandoned paper wasp nest. Elsewhere, some footman moth caterpillars have chosen to construct their cocoon on an abandoned nest. The nests have gotten a new lease. Back at the active nest, the larva is getting bigger under the excellent care of the adults. In 2 to 3 weeks' time, it too starts constructing a cocoon. But it is getting worse for the sisters. During the day, the wasps can leave the nest to escape. But as the sun sets, the wasps return to the safety of the nest, where they are at the tender mercies of the dominant females. The next day, unable to bear the hostile environment, Itsy and Bitsy finally leave to form their own nests. They have chosen good, sheltered locations nearby and start building their nests. It won't be an easy task. Each time they leave the nest, they run into a horde of predators. Each waiting to make a snack of the tiny wasps. Soon they lay their own eggs. They continue to face daily challenges. At least, Itsy and Bitsy have managed to find a location which is protected from the elements. Some other wasps aren't so lucky. This nest, built on a wire, is completely in the open. Every time it rains, the nest gets drenched. The wasps have to spend a lot of time extracting water from the soaked nest. Back at Itzy's nest, disaster strikes. Itzy is dying. The reason is not clear, but soon she is dead. Leaving behind two pupae and a larva. Within a day, an adult wasp emerges from one of the pupa. She is alone in the nest, with no one to feed her. Soon, things take an even darker turn. Driven by hunger and instinct, she cuts open the other pupa and feeds on it. She even feeds it to the larva. By the next day, the entire pupa is eaten, and the adult wasp is nowhere to be seen. Did she make a nest of her own, or did she fall victim to the many predators? We will never know. Meanwhile, in Bitsy's nest, things are looking up. Two of the larvae have constructed cocoons. Soon, the first adults emerge. With each passing day, the nest's population keeps growing. Having escaped the inhumane conditions of her parent nest, and run a gauntlet of death. To establish her own nest. Bitsy has made it. Whatever happens now, her legacy is secure.